Yeah. If I die tomorrow, I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no syrup. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
The hell?
Hey, so
Yo,
there she
what's
goes.
up?
I went. Val was just coming back. So
Yeah, I was running back.
we are back. It is Tuesday. What's up, guys?
What is up? What is
Hey,
up?
hey, guys.
Aliens release week. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Hey,
You know that's Sebastian's favorite thing.
We're seeing that shit on Thursday.
oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So and speaking of seeing on Thursday, I mean today we're gonna see again a very special guest just returning. He came back from the deep blue seas. He is returning. Again, number one guest.
What's going
The
on?
one and only. The one and
Up,
only.
man?
I thought we were going to say
With a,
something different, but okay.
with a
That's
very
all.
nice tan.
I was
going
about to
on.
say that is
Yes.
not a lack of lighting, ladies and gentlemen. That is just a tan.
That is just. I'll give it a little more lighting, just cause. But yeah,
Yeah.
you got a tan.
Dark as hell. Did you
Yeah.
get lost?
Woo. I got Diak crispy out in the Caribbean waters.
Nice.
Cruise. I'll give you guys the quick highlights. The cruise line or the cruise ship itself was a shit show
In a bad way?
from the jump.
Oh.
From the
Damn.
very
No bad
jump.
way. Okay.
Damn.
Like the Wi-Fi was trash. You go, what's going on? Also, yes, I found some sun. Sometimes I like to get out of my house. It's not often, but when I do, I make sure it's for good reasons. But happy belated birthday. I heard you had a birthday, all that good fun stuff.
He did.
Yes.
So I also found Sebastian's pronunciations of words. Apparently they were out there in the Caribbean. So yeah, like the ship was just lacking in a lot of ways. So like from the jump, my aunt and like my cousins were just like, let this not be the experience that you take from like going on cruises, because it's surely like not like this. And then they just kept proceeding to show me or like tell me about other cruises. So like they were on a cruise where they had go-karts and shit on the cruise and fucking laser tag. When I say I was like, I'm on a rinky-dink ship that I can do laps around no problem. Like
So you're on the
Wi-Fi's ass.
Cruises.
Yeah, I might as well have been on like the fucking Frontier.
Staten Island Ferry.
Can you tell me who that was so I know not to book?
Spirit Seas.
So I went on Norwegian. However, Norwegian's known to be good. The Norwegian Jade ship, trash. Don't go. If you have the option, it says, oh, you're gonna ride the Norwegian Jade, abort at all fucking costs, abort. It is not worth it. Then my excursions were not all that great. So I would say first excursion I did paddleboarding.
So did you enjoy the trip?
Let me get there. Let me get there.
All right.
So the first excursion was paddleboarding, which was a lot of fun once I got like my balance and all other fun stuff. Cool. The next one was South Central. Yo, for real. So yeah, the first one was in the Bahamas, I believe. Yeah, the first one was Bahamas. Went to do paddleboarding. The next one's in Jamaica. So I'm like, yo, I've done zip lining before, but I've never done the one where you like are actually properly zipped in, like zipped in and strapped up the whole nine. So I was like, I'm excited for that. Then I saw the pictures of like what the like tubing experience is going to be. I've done tubing since I was like fucking 9 years old. So like I know whitewater rafting, that kind of shit, like the back of my hand. When I say I could have left after zip lining and I would have been all right, I was disappointed. Like in the chat, Turt and Doc were like, yo, you in Jamaica, you didn't get a Jamaican beef patty? I was like, the lunch wasn't it. The lunch was cool, but like, come on. Zip lining was cool. I am on a tube down this like river, and I am one tube connected to 12 other tubes. I'm going to say this again so you guys get a sense. It's like the lazy river, but worse.
I think
because the guide is in front with a kayak showing us around, and it's so short and so slow moving that by the time it finished, I was pissed because I was like, don't tell me that we're done. Oh, we're done. This was fucking how I could have fucking left with the early bus.
I think
did my shopping and gone back to the fucking ship by now.
I think law number 2 is gonna have questions.
Yo, what is good, my dude? Thank you for
so
holding it down. Thank you for holding it down while I was away. I did not get to see all of it, but I like popped in just to see who was on, and I was like, all right, fucking gotta go with family.
Wi-Fi's trash. Bye.
Basically.
Mike, it's so dark over there. What's with your lighting?
I'll fix it in a minute. I just want to say one thing real quick.
Okay.
What's up?
I asked you last week, Sebastian, what time does this start? I said 9:30. Okay. You said yes, 9:30.
I said 9.
You said 9:30.
I said 9.
You said 9:30.
9.
I want to see the receipts. Where's the text?
Did you record it?
Carfax.
Yeah, we were in the backstage, so I don't know if you recorded.
There's
it.
no
There's no facts.
Coño.
No
Anyway,
facts. You got no proof.
Sebastian
Bye.
kept calling me law number 2, and we're currently talking to the HR department about it.
Got it. I'm glad.
Let me see if I can fix it.
I mean, we give Alex enough shit about being Seabass number 2, so I mean, I get it.
It's a running thing.
It's all right. So just like Blade, there's only one tone.
So I went back from Jamaica, and because I had the all drink pass, I just fucking
Naturally
got blitzed the entire night. Like we just got me and my cousins, like we just got incredibly drunk that night.
If you don't have a drink that's one color of the rainbow, you're doing it wrong. All right?
Oh, that first day, the first day,
coladas and Mai Tai, anything that's blended with rum. That's all.
The first day, our drink of choice on the beach was just getting Miami Vices. Like we were just like Miami Vice, and we just kept downing those shits. But by the time I came back from the Jamaica excursion, I came back. Shout out to my boy DJ, one of my favorite bartenders. He was just like double blank with blank. Yep. And I had doubles all day. So when I woke up from my excursion the next morning, I am glad that I had my trunks and my sandals because I forgot my fucking waterproof case so I could take little, pictures on the water and shit and do all the. I was extremely hungover for that. But snorkeling was cool. I did we did a reef snorkel thing, and we saw a sunken ship, which was cool. It would have been better if I had my fucking waterproof thing to take pictures, but it is what it is. So not an entirely bad excursion, but it could have been better. I think my aunt on that excursion had a bad excursion. If not, it was Jamaica. Jamaica was probably the worst for everyone. Like everyone came back from their separate Jamaica excursions. Like this shit was whack. Like we're not doing it again. Wow. And then finally, my favorite one. I'll have to like sneak away, grab a picture. The fucking Cozumel Lucha show was the greatest thing of that entire trip, other than obviously like my cousins and us like we were out there doing hashtag Jeff Rat shit. Shout out to Jeff, my future cousin-in-law.
So you took the pictures of the Lucha show.
Yeah, it was fucking dope. So fun. It like literally shout out to our boy, our tour guide Carlos, who your boy was like, yo, I've only been like doing because he's been doing tour guides for a while, but he's only been doing like ringside announcement, like kind of what Pete does, for 2 months. And I was like, I'm sorry, I thought you were a pro, because we're all there. Like, he's got the voice, he's got the charisma for it, he's got the crowd hype, and we're like, bro, like you should be changing careers. I don't know what else to tell you. But it was fucking dope. When he was like, what are you here to see? I was like, there's an inner child of mine that would be fucking pissed if I went to Mexico and did not see a lucha show. Then there's a 20-year-old in me that's like, tacos and fucking margaritas. So everybody wins. Ultimately, everyone wins, and it was such a fucking blast. But then I came back, and then I spent a week with family and friends, which was nice. I got to see Dennis. I hung out with him and family for a few days, and then got into more Jeff Rat behavior by the end of last weekend, which also is going to be an off-camera conversation for whatever. But yeah, overall, it was a 2 weeks of like well-needed rest, fun-ish adjacent memories, and then things that I'm like, if I did it again, I wouldn't do it this way.
Nice.
Congrats.
So all the things.
All the things.
Okay.
So as I walk with my pizza in hand, open the door and see the fucking apartment on fire, what have I missed?
Mayhem, we'll let you jump in first.
What shit and shenanigans have you motherfuckers been getting into?
All right. Well, the and part of shit and shenanigans is I actually passed my course. I am now cybersecurity.
Yay!
Nice.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Woohoo!
Cyber Mike.
Shit.
No more
Which is going to
MTA?
be great.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say no more MTA.
Listen,
Damn.
Not yet.
The end of an era.
I've been there for going on 11 years, coming this
Jeez.
November.
Woo! That's
And-
crazy.
And you know, it's funny because like
That's like 30 years in New York terms.
you know,
Yeah.
they were like, definitely upgrade your. Thank you so much, Hugo. They were like, upgrade your resume. Tell them all the jobs you've had. I've only had one job for the last 10 years, so like, it's gonna be a very short but sweet resume. But I'm really happy because it's something new. I'm burnt out on my job, and there are other positions because everybody always asks that, but they all suck donkey balls right now. As far as protection of the employee, the benefits and the money, they're there, especially with the overtime. But at this point, I'm also a father, a much more involved father. So as much as I would love to do overtime, I don't want to do it. And I would like the weekends off if possible to spend time with my daughter, get her to do fun stuff. As far as shit and shenanigans, the shit part is I think I'm sick, and I think it's borderline COVID. Like I took a COVID test.
Funny enough, when we got back, we went to dinner. We all had Morimoto's for Jeff's birthday and whatnot. And the next day, we got the text. I got COVID. And we're all looking at. I was like, nah, because we were on the cruise together this entire time. We had a full 24 hours in Florida. Like we were home. Like everybody's just chilling, doing their own thing. Like no one really went out and did anything. The next day, like let's say we got back the 3rd, which is that Saturday. Sunday night we were having dinner, and Sunday night we went. And like Monday morning, we're getting a text like, "Oh, we might have COVID." And I'm like, I woke up fine. I don't know about, and I'm looking at Dennis like, "You fine?" He's like, "I'm good." I'm like, "Yo, like 3 of my cousins down, another couple of my cousins down," and we're just like, and what made it worse was like one of the cousins who got down was a cousin who left before the dinner. So we're like, did we get COVID like on the ship? Like what happened? It was crazy. It was fucking nuts.
My daughter came Thursday of last week with a cough, and I got the sore throat. So I'm just like, all right, cool. Saturday, Sunday, the throat was sore. Then Monday, it was just like woo, which reminds me like the first time I got COVID. I was fine throughout the day, but at the night, I was just like, I don't feel good.
So when you taking a test?
I took it. I took it yesterday. I was like, let me just be sure. I took it yesterday, and I was like, all right, it's negative. I took this nap before the show, and let me tell you, I just don't feel good. I feel like I need to go see a doctor.
What's funny? It's like that thing. It's like now it's like you got a question.
Yeah,
is it the flu? Is it COVID? Or is it something fucking new?
So and then for anybody who doesn't have children or doesn't necessarily take kids, you have to kind of take even more precaution because their bodies are susceptible to get sick. And don't get me wrong, you see them get sick and then bounce back.
I have been working with kids from I want to say like 14 all the way up until like 30 something. All the time, kids just sneezing, coughing in my face. And I was just like, yo, if your kid's sick, do not bring them into my pool because then I'm gonna get sick, and then 5 of my other students are gonna get sick, and it's not gonna be a good time.
Kids will be sick for like a whole day or two. You're sick for like a week plus. You know what I'm saying? And But then the
Very
problem
true.
is I don't want to reintroduce her to being sick because I'm sick, you know.
Right.
So I think what's gonna happen is tomorrow they may not see me, and I'm about to see this doctor and be like, "Yo, just take me out of my misery. Give me las drugas. Give me el drugas, please, por favor."
Give it all to you.
And that's really it. I'm really excited for shenanigans. Like this week coming up is Alien Romulus. I'm a big Aliens head.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
Oh, you guys.
So,
Uh,
so is Alien Romulus?
a
like-
remake, isn't it?
No, it's
No.
stuck between 1 and 2. It's what they did was I even read this. I've read an interview with the director whose name eludes me right now. Doesn't matter. He'll get his props. He was saying he got inspiration from the game Alien Isolation. There are 2 great games in Aliens. There's
What are we-
Alien
what are we talking about?
Isolation, Alien Fire.
Alien
We're talking about
Romulus.
it. Yeah. So he got inspiration from Alien Isolation. If you guys have never played it, just think about it like
I
this.
saw you play it, so
I've seen you play it. I've seen a bunch
Yeah,
of other people
I know,
play
I,
it.
I know of it. It's like you said, it is one of the few good. It's one of the
It's
very
actually
few
very-
good ones.
it's a
very-
classic if you ask me. It's about
My question
Sure.
is, so okay, the timing wise, right? Because from what I remember, Sigourney Weaver, they're in this, and it's the first time it's really happening, and all of them, and then the guy's trying to like take a specimen home, of course, which isn't a
Kim-
good idea. And then in the second one, we see how that ends up. I thought this movie was supposed to be like a remake of this or prequel.
no,
It's
it
between
takes
Alien
between
and
1
Alien.
and 2. So in Alien, she gets lost in space for years. So in Alien 2,
Aliens.
like aliens, like the
Mhm.
years have passed that she's been in deep space in
Mhm.
hypersleep, and she so happens to be found by a random scavenging team. Like her daughter had grown up and like died. Like Alien Isolation is about her daughter. That's what the game is about.
Yep.
And so this story is going to be between 1 and 2 because again, I always said you don't know where the aliens come from, and the company Weyland Yutani is always trying to harvest these things for like their when you get deeper into the comics it's more. But yeah, it takes place between 1 and 2
Mhm.
while Sigourney Weaver's character is lost in space somewhere.
Ellen Ripley.
And Ellen Ripley lost in space.
You get it, Val? You understand what's
So
going
it's-
on? You understand the premise?
I think because I don't care for the series as much as you guys do,
Yeah.
I'm familiar. I've watched them, but I lost interest a long time
Well, I
ago.
mean, after Alien,
For what it's worth, after Aliens,
yeah.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's a bad roller coaster.
after
Right.
after Aliens, it doesn't really at this
With the
point. we're-
exception of Prometheus 2. That's it.
There's
Covenant.
a Prometheus too.
Prometheus is supposed to be the prequels.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean Aliens Covenant?
Is it called Alien? I thought it was called Prometheus
No,
2.
it's
No,
called
The
Alien
ones
Covenant.
with Michael Fassbender are
There's one-
Prometheus.
There's one Prometheus, and then there's Aliens. I think Covenant, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be called Prometheus too, but I think they changed it to Alien
Oh my
Covenant.
God,
That's
Oh,
that's
oh,
Covenant.
oh,
The
oh,
one.
That's how bad it is.
I thought this new movie
Mhm.
was a part of that kind of.
No, they went back to what works.
So I'm just gonna insert this real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna
It looks very much like the first. Like the trailer gives me
Yeah.
Alien.
no,
Yeah.
it's
So-
supposed to be
So-
more
Yeah.
of that like
Real quick.
scary, jumpy, like the trailer you see in
Horror.
Which is
Deadpool
the
was
one
like
with
really
the girl
like,
with the
That's Aliens.
yes, which
That's Vasquez. That's Aliens.
Yeah.
the girl with the
with the
machine
with
gun
the,
that she
with the
sacrificed.
bandana.
Yeah, that's
G.I. Jane?
Aliens.
Yeah, which one's
Yeah.
that
Aliens.
one?
That's
the
the
best.
That's Aliens.
to
That's
me.
the second one.
That's
Isn't
the
that
James Cameron movie. That one's really good.
Isn't that the same woman
So-
from Fast and Furious?
Isn't that the
No.
first
Toretto's
one?
wife?
No, Alien is the first one.
Nah.
Then
No, okay.
Alien is the
Okay,
first one,
so what
which is
happens
done
in
by.
Alien is okay. It doesn't matter. I'm
got you.
just not gonna go back
So-
to the.
I just want to go over real quick.
Fine.
I just want to go over real quick.
Go.
So Alien,
Go.
Alien, Alien is the one. It's more horror based. They were set up by Weyland Yutani to investigate a form, whatever. They tried to bring back the specimen. Ellen Ripley was like, no. They brought it in. It's a horror thing. She has to fight the alien. She does. Good. She's been jettisoned into space in hypersleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that they find her. A whole StreamYard needs her hand. Yeah, they do. She gets found years later, so much so that her daughter, her one and only daughter, grew up and died. So she had nothing to live for. As far as we know, there's no living relatives. Alien Isolation is like what happens when her daughter, Amanda Ripley, that's the game, decides to go look for her. Alien Isolation is a game. Amanda goes to look for her mother. So Aliens, which is Alien 2, they find her and they're like, hey, since you have no living relatives, we kind of ran into this position.
That
We think you ran into.
know that the
Is that
games
the
were
one with the
canon.
little girl?
Which one?
Yeah,
With
Aliens is with
yes.
the little girl.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
The little girl knew. That's the one with the
Good one.
space.
That's a
Yeah,
good movie.
yeah.
the
One and
first two are
two,
the best.
1 and 2 are the good. 1 and 2 good. One is very
Right.
sci-fi horror. Number 2 is just balls to the wall action,
Action, yep.
iconic
Yeah.
James
Colonial
Cameron movie.
Marines. Fucking
then-
Colonial Marines.
And
Oh,
then
the
we
people
get the
say that.
shit show
And
of
then
Alien
3
vs
is in the
Predator.
jail with all the
Don't talk about
guys
that.
in the rock, right?
Yeah,
talk about
number
PG-13
3. That
alien
was when
movies.
it
We don't talk
started.
about that.
That's we don't talk the 3 and on. We don't talk about those.
Yeah.
Because
And then
they're
What
hard.
they did was they went back to the horror. They've gotten all these the 2 great directors who've done horror, because this whole action, but kind of like scary, but not really thriller, doesn't really work. Like Tone said, they went back to what works. And I'm very excited about it because before this movie came out, yes, I was enjoying the game Alien Isolation, Aliens Fireteam, which is a multiplayer, kind of like the hype for Colonial Marines, which it wasn't. But Disney took over Aliens and have been writing banger stories in the comics. It has been like really great comics. The problem is, after a while, it kind of becomes a one-trick pony. It's like somebody is always like, "Oh, an alien! It's a hive! Oh my god, infestation! What do we do now?" But they have great stories to be told, and they have great stories that they've done. So to see that he got inspiration from the game also leads me to believe like there are certain storylines where aliens come to Earth and fuck shit up. And it's a great storyline, and I'm looking forward to it. So long as they do this correct and it's not a cash grab.
I'm still,
the first-
I'm still waiting. I don't know when the embargo lifts because I haven't.
They
seen
said
anything.
they said some of the reviews have already hit, and it's so far it's positive. Like a lot, there's a lot of people, more people who like it than people who didn't.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
But a lot of people said it went back to its horror roots. They said that that's something great for, because like again, that first one, that's that scene when you get the first chest buster is iconic because they didn't tell the actors that was going to happen. So
Yeah.
all their reaction in that scene
Authentic.
is a real reaction that they caught on camera. Especially with the one actress where the blood was splattering all on her, the fake blood. It was all her real reaction. And then again, it's become an iconic scene, the first chest buster. So honestly, Alien, it's a bunch of space truckers that get fucked up by an alien. Aliens, it's a bunch of space marines that get fucked up by aliens. Those are the best two.
Last thing I'll say, my daughter loves Groot. I don't know where it came
Who
from.
doesn't?
No.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard not to.
I mean, who
especially
does
for a
not
kid.
love Groot?
Kids love Groot. Like everyone loves Groot,
Right.
but kids love Groot.
I'm just
Groot, Groot is this generation's Stitch.
fair, but she loves Stitch too. Stitch, she watched the movie.
So
I'm just like, where did
think,
you watch?
think of the cute, iconic like cuties.
Yeah.
It's like Stitch, Baymax, Toothless, even though he's not Disney, and then fucking Groot.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay,
Val, how's your week been?
this guy or somebody else?
Val.
Okay.
Wasn't that was so
Panic ensuing. Apparently,
skip me.
I would like to add.
You know it. I'll go.
I
I'll
would
go.
like
I'll
to
go.
add real quick. I completely forgot. If you guys have everyone's taking a cruise except for me. Like I was the last one. to take a
I
cruise.
haven't. I've never done it.
I
Okay.
refuse to.
I've never
If
taken a
you
cruise.
if you do decide to take a cruise at some point, do not do it on a smaller ship.
Bro, we're doing the Disney cruise if we're doing it. I mean,
Do it.
like,
Go
that's-
I
big.
want to do Disney.
Go big. Go
I'm gonna
that's
do
what we're doing.
Disney
I want to
Plus.
lose my
Space
kids
Jack.
while we're
There's
at sea.
there's a kids club, which means you can check your child in.
There's
Like that's
single
right.
Disney one.
Listen, absolutely. Listen, absolutely. I'm here for
Is
it.
there like
But-
a single adult only Disney one?
There's a single adults. I
Uh,
don't know if it's a Disney one.
was it. What was that one? What were those commercials that used to come up at night when we were kids for those adult only resorts?
There's a bunch of those.
Mind you,
All that to say is
Throwback.
the reason why you don't do a smaller ship. I learned the hard way. You'll get very like, because I was on the ship for like 7 days or something like that. You get very used to your sea legs, and then you're on land, and you lose all sense of your land legs. You are sitting still, going, Why do I feel like everything's going like this?
Okay,
It's
so you don't do a
not a
small goal.
fun. It's not a fun feeling. When I
I
tell
get motion sickness. I don't think I'll ever do it.
I don't get
Oh.
motion sickness. I don't get any of that. You fucking toss me up in the air, do skydiving with me. I've done all of the craziness that you could do with me. But I promise you, from the Saturday that we landed to about like Tuesday, I want to say of last week, maybe even maybe like late night Tuesday, I just kept being like, fuck, I feel like everything's leaning, everything's woozy. It was the worst feeling ever, and apparently it's from being on a small ship.
Huh.
So
Okay, good.
go big or go home. Go on one with a fucking go-karts and fucking slides and water slides and more shit to do than this one that I went on.
Fair enough.
How's your week been, Tom?
I watched all of season 1 of Kaiju number 8 and read all 111 chapters of
Ah!
Kaiju number 8.
You caught up already?
Wow.
Damn!
Wow.
I've never-
That's
Listen,
about 1 week.
dedication.
I told you. Oh, it feels so good. It's like solo leveling all over again. I was like, yo, this shit is fucking gas. I told you.
It's really good.
Woo!
It's really
If you
It's-
like,
It's
if
good.
you
and
like
then,
monster, like it's
yeah.
like everything. It's think of your
and like the
favorite
dude. So you know
monster
how
shit?
in the last episode after Kafka fights
Yeah.
that dude that's that has the helmet and you see him for the first time.
So
No, I don't know.
That dude's full
Because
full
I have
on
no idea what you guys are
full
referring to.
on. You
It's
thought you thought Homegirl was something? This dude is something.
Like, I don't think y'all understand. It's basically Attack on Titan.
No, I don't understand.
I
But
don't.
way
understand.
more positive.
Right. Way more positive.
I mean, it's the shonen Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
shown Attack on Titan with like a sprinkle of like, oh man, I can't even just think of like a good buddy cop-ish kind of moments and vibes. It's great. Like, I fucking
Yeah.
love that fucking manga. And then like,
Are you
I
caught
see-
up? You read it? You're reading it? You read it too?
Nah, how do I know?
I read it before. Look at you.
Much
Still
better.
Much better.
You got tea. You need some tea though.
Yes.
So
But
I've been-
I read it before it came out, and I was been caught up, and then I watched it, and I'm also still caught up. It's so fucking good.
Oh, okay. So you're right where they're at with when they're fighting 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a list. I need a list of like anime.
well, I mean, we're gonna
watching
do.
and such.
We're talking
We
about.
had a
doing an
great
anime episode.
conversation last week about anime.
Go ahead,
Yes, we
Val.
did.
We really did.
Talk about that. What's the? Oh yeah, we're looking to that. That's gonna fuse
Yeah,
something with.
I have a list of things that I have to watch now because of last week's conversation.
Did you catch up on
because-
Boruto?
Absolutely not. Okay. Obviously, I haven't had time. That's on the top of my list.
Okay.
And then it was what was the other? I have to go to my list. Where's
Read the list.
I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Oh, so Boruto, Vampire Hunter D, Outlaw Star.
Yes.
Outlaw
I'm
Star.
Star.
not sure if I'm reading my own handwriting. Berserk, read Demon Slayer, finish reading Solo Leveling, Cowboy Bebop. What the fuck did I write there? I'm not
when you finish
sure.
reading Soul Leveling, the new manga came out.
Solo
and
and
it's
Ragnarok.
Oh, so fucking good.
Yeah.
Val,
Baby
keep the
steps.
list.
No. Baby steps for her.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the list.
Do you have
Fuck, okay.
Do you also have Full Metal Alchemist on that?
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist.
That's
the
on
Full
my
Metal
list,
Alchemist.
too.
Yep.
Okay.
What else we spoke about? That was the other day. That was something different.
If I could say one thing real quick, Law, while she's reading off the list, think of an anime or even a manga, if you will, that you would introduce to somebody who's new to anime that you think covers everything that isn't Cowboy Bebop or what did you say last week, Tone? Not Demon Slayer.
I said Demon Slayer.
You said I said Full Metal Alchemist was the
there you
one.
go. That is a Full Metal Alchemist. Thank you.
I think Val would like Hunter x Hunter.
That is on my other list that I have to now combine with this list
Fair enough. Fair enough.
because I have to keep it all in one place.
The crazy thing
That
is,
is leaving
it's
out.
all about finding out your niche and your preference. Like right now, I started Overlord, and so far I like it, the anime and whatnot.
Is the Nine's the man?
Yeah. So it's like with anime, it's like food.
Yeah.
You know, not everything you eat is gonna be great to somebody else. Like
Mhm.
I go
Talk
crazy.
to him.
I go crazy for oxtail. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, I don't eat meat. I would like a chicken dish, curry chicken. You know, that's
I
a
mean,
West Indian.
listen. If someone doesn't like meat, that's fine. If you don't like, if you eat meat and don't like oxtail, I can't trust your taste buds.
I was
Oxtail's fucking
trying.
delicious.
I was trying to avoid saying something like that on the show. Okay,
Oh,
Absolutely
but I
not.
agree.
So,
I started
Absolutely
looking
not.
Don't worry, because Tone will
Wait.
say it for you.
I'll say it for you. I'm extremely bullish on any kinds of red meat or anything.
Fair enough. Dead man.
so what I will say, I have tried oxtails. I'm not a fan, but that does not mean I don't enjoy some good meat or steaks. It's just not a preference for me.
Yes.
I don't like that it's too bony for me.
Oh yeah. So that's the game. That's the name of the game of oxtail.
Yeah, you
I
gotta work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
but
not a
then
fan.
also
You
there
work
are some-
oxtail less than you work for like crab legs. I'll tell you that.
Yo,
Well, I don't do any
I'm a
shellfish, so
goddamn
crab's not
engineer
on my
when I
list.
work on crab legs. Okay.
Bush on red meat. I see what you did there, whether you meant to or not.
I'll say this. When it comes to like oxtail needs to be cooked a certain way. Not everybody can cook oxtail. Not everybody can cook macaroni pie. Not everybody can cook curry chicken. You know, there are certain staples, at least within the Western community, that we need an official guidebook for.
So there's a question on Val's face that's saying,
Yeah.
"What's macaroni pie?"
Macaroni pie.
Right?
That definitely was like, what the fuck? Wait a minute.
So-
Why have not?
That's
Do not tell me that's some mac and cheese other verbiage.
Okay, no,
That better be-
because I had
Okay.
a friend from the Bronx who also was like, "You talking about mac and cheese, but just like baked," and essentially that is the idea, but that's not how it
Big
comes
mac and
out.
cheese.
Yes. So what they do is, hear me out. It's like noodles. You definitely put like egg in it, and then what happens is it's layers. So think of like lasagna, if you will, but really it's just elbow macaroni in between with cheeses. Generally you have your cheese topping on it.
So big mac and cheese.
It's like it, but it's totally
Mm.
different because
You-
macaroni and cheese that from the West Indians is juicy, succulent. It may be a little, I won't say rough on the top, but it's a little hard. Whereas baked macaroni and cheese is dry as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yes, I've never
Yeah,
had baked
no.
macaroni and cheese and it wasn't like dry or too cheesy, but you know, maybe burns or whatever. It's two different things.
So what's
I don't-
macaroni pie?
I can't,
I don't get that.
I
don't
can't
know.
fully co-sign that second part, but I know what you mean.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, explain it in a way that you think that's better. Yeah.
Mm. It's hard. So again, it's one of those things like you can't eat everyone's cooking. So like I've had really good mac and cheese, baked or otherwise, and it wasn't dry. It just you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know like I
It's
don't
all
know.
about it's all about the base, the cheeses. Are you adding
Yeah.
cream and stuff into your
Right.
mix
So,
before you bake it? Like if
It's
you
like
don't
a-
add
it's like a-
any of the liquid there,
Like are you making a roux?
Like
If you're not making a roux, then
yeah,
like
if you're not making a roux, then it's not gonna be creamy. It's gonna be dry.
It's
But
like
it
a
won't be.
dress-
But it won't be like mac and cheese. It won't be the pie though. It'll be just
Raise your
dry.
hand,
out.
Sebastian. We're talking about cultural food.
So what I'm
Damn, I was
what
about
I'm
to bring up some
gathering-
cultural food. I was gonna say it's like a tres leches cake. Tone's wife makes a banging tres leches cake that me and Jesse love because at the end of the day, she knows what she's doing with the cake. But there's people who don't know how to make a tres leches cake, and it's like, ew, what the fuck is this?
I've never had tres leches cake, but I will take your word for it. I'll just say
Same
this.
thing for beni as well.
Yeah,
You got-
Tone
you
makes a
got-
banging
you've got-
penne.
You've got people who cook a penne for 3 hours and say that's penne, and I'm like, it's not. And then you've got people like me who cook a penne
Yes,
for 12 hours.
there you go. See,
That's a penne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yo, Tone has that shit seasoned and prepped like a day or two before.
Yeah.
I think you're on a
Sometimes
good.
you got 'em.
But I think you're on a good list right there, Val, because a lot of those animes, those like Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop,
Welcome,
Hunter x
friends,
Hunter,
to Nerds
they're
of
all
the
good.
Dish. I swear to God, we could do a whole show just on us fucking cooking.
Yep.
I
Nerds about
I intended to start this anime list last week when we spoke about it. I'm like, I'm getting back in Boruto. There's no way. I'm so mad. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I have not watched a lick of anything outside of the Olympics this entire week.
Fair enough.
I have been
can I
Olympic
say,
tripping.
watching the little bit of meme shit from like not having internet and just being too busy with family when I got back, the fucking like I'm here thinking I'm gonna come back and it's gonna be Marvel and Borderlands bullshit and all, and then the Olympics came and we're just like, hold my motherfucking drink, because we're gonna have every meme you've ever dreamed of.
Yes.
It's been amazing.
So let's go ahead, Val.
The biggest thing that stood out for me, I'm sure you guys have seen this, but Australia's breaking
Laser gun. DJ Laser Gun.
the breaking
laser gun.
See, everyone has a different thing.
Oh, the woman's breakdance and this girl in this green fucking suit.
Laser gun. That's
I
her.
don't know what the fuck her name is. All I know is
Her name is Laser Gun. Ray Gun.
Ray gun.
It was-
Ray gun.
It was so bad. It was so bad, and I'm
She
like,
had 0
no,
points.
Yeah.
this is. She got 0 points.
Also,
No, she will
for
never
the
live this down.
record, they weren't bringing back breakdancing for the next Olympics, but if there were ever a reason for it, this solidified it. There's an actual reason why they're not bringing it back, because they need like whatever, like more parameters, qualifications, whatever the fucking thing is.
We're getting flag football instead.
We're getting
All I'm gonna
flag
say is
fucking
this.
football instead. I'm here for it.
All I'm gonna say is that I never knew anybody can create the magic carp dance.
The magic carp dance.
That's fucking wild. I'm mad you're not wrong.
And then the memes are online, and so like they'll put it on top of like the screeching gym floor while she's doing it. It's
That is
amazing.
fucking
Oh, no,
hilarious.
the one with Homer spinning like whoop 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 whoop, whoop on the floor.
So
I gotta understand, like I was in other countries or on the boat trying to get like glimpses of the Olympics or like see like a meme or two. And I remember at one point it was just a dude from Turkey and
Yes.
all the memes, and I was like, yo, what is this?
So that's the only people you're gonna know is the dude from Turkey with the gun, Ray Gun with the fucking dance, and the guy who hit the pole with his dick.
You also
Right.
gonna have the
yes.
Oh
you
no,
also
there's
have,
more.
you have the Canadian pole vaulter. She twerked after she made her jump. She's
Yeah.
another one.
There was there was
Um,
one, like the most adorable, wholesome one was the
Chinese
the
gymnast.
Chinese girl who looked at the two other gymnasts like biting it.
The two Italian gymnasts.
That
and
was
then
the cutest shit I've seen the
Yeah.
entire Olympics, man.
Yes.
She was like, "Oh, we're supposed to do this."
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
wholesome.
That was a
All I'm
good
gonna
one.
say is that if the dude who
the-
did the pole vaulting doesn't get an underwear ad, that's missed opportunity.
No.
Yeah.
my
Go ahead,
favorite,
Tom. Go ahead,
favorite-
Tom.
my favorite.
That's her cool.
Wasn't he offered a position with an airline for security? They were offering him some.
He's an ex-soldier, and he took up pistol shooting as a hobby to like get a break from his family.
I don't blame him.
Yo, like
He
the
got silver with nothing, just stock.
yo,
just-
literally
stock
the
equipment.
memes were like, "Hey, we need you to win like a medal for your country, but don't make it too obvious." He was like, "I'll see what I can do." like the comment, like all the
Which
comments.
one are we talking about right now?
The
I'm
guy-
so
the-
lost.
the-
The Turkish who won,
guy
the
who's
Turkish
like
who
this?
won silver.
Yeah, the guy-
He's like in a regular ass uniform. She won the
What did he
pistol
compete in?
airsoft.
Pistol, it's airsoft. So
An airsoft pistol.
your man's came in like just straight up glasses, like regular earplugs, like the most regular basic. I grabbed them from like the grocery store on the way, and your man's was just like one hit in your pocket. I swear to God, that was probably a dirty gym shirt from the top of his laundry pile, and your man's just like, all right, boop, and then left. Till right now, I don't know. I do not know who the other people who competed with him are.
He won silver, but really, he won the world.
He won the world.
Yes, yes, he did.
No one cares about anybody else from that competition except for the I think it's the Korean girl with like the Korean.
Yes.
There's a whole fucking there's
the
layers.
Korean girl who's holding the stuffy. Yeah,
It's
that
so
one.
good. It's so good.
That one. Yeah, but like everyone, and he's like he's looking at the target with both eyes, which is a thing you do when you're in the military. Versus
the hitman who
Yeah.
walked into the competition.
yeah,
But actually, that
I gotta watch it again because I'm sure there's certain events I missed, work and all that good stuff.
of course.
But for me, one of the main events was obviously between Shikari, Shelly, and Sherry. Now, Sherry didn't compete, as I'm told. I don't know, because what they did to her from practicing, stopping her from being able to warm up and practice. And, it makes sense that as she's an older woman, that you need to do certain things before you go compete on an Olympic level. And because she's done it before, she's probably like, fuck it. I already did this before. I'm not going to hurt myself, trying to prove to you how good I am. That said, I saw you wanted to say something, Val. I'm gonna let you say. Just want to say one thing. I think if Sherry, Shelly, and Shikari, all S's, faced off, I don't think Shikari would have gotten silver. I think she would have gotten bronze. And if she gotten the gold, fine. Well, she wouldn't have gotten the gold. She got silver, fine. But I would love to have seen the animosity in the racing about them looking at each other, and then afterwards when they cross that finish line, how they look at it. Because those ladies were there to compete against each other and talk shit, particularly to Shikari. Shout out to her. Shout out to that young lady, because no matter
she
Oh,
what
anchored them in that 4x100.
The 400.
I'm gonna let Val talk, but she
the
did her
400
thing.
meter, the with the four America's team, right? What's the light skinned chick? The second one who was that got the baton to her. Oh fuck, I'm gonna pull up her name. This girl beat. It was like done in like 48 seconds. Like all of them was under a minute in each section that they did. The 400 meter.
The 4x100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 400x100, where
The
each of them
second girl, I think she had
they did
braids. She was moving. She was moving.
Nah, the second girl was the one with the curly hair.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't her then. Then it wasn't her. Oh, the one I handed off to Shikari?
No, because Shikari was in 4th place.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
she was in 4th place when she got the handoff,
which was a bad handoff, but she was behind.
It wasn't bad as the other one.
Yeah, the one with the third one.
No.
She almost fell.
No. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the men's one. That was bad. That was not good.
Okay,
that was no good.
Well, Shikari was back. And she zoomed after everybody. Did a look.
Yes,
finished that line.
I would also like to shout out your boy from the U.S. gymnastics team, your boy Steve Smith from American Dad, because there's a thing. He was the dude who won, I think, silver on
the pommel horse dude.
The pommel horse dude.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him in his getup
sleeping,
and no, there's a picture of him chilling. And there's a picture of Steven Smith when he's on the fucking on the beach with his whole R&B getup, and they're like, "I bet you he also has the voice of an angel." I'd also like to say, your man is doing interviews while doing a full Rubik's cube, just chilling, like, "Oh yeah." They were calling him Superman. They said, "Yo,
what did what sport he played?"
He was a gymnast. Your man's like
he was
like the
cool pommel horse.
Clark Kent, like this and third. He took off his glasses and became a problem for everyone.
Yeah, he's their pommel horse specialist. He didn't do anything else in the team all around. He came in
like, I do one job and I do it
horse
very well. That's it.
Like in Barbie, my job is horse. My job is pommel horse. That's it.
Oh, shit was great.
Yes. So just to let everybody know out there, we are not going to cover Borderlands. What we're going to do is eventually Pong's going to come on and give the Borderlands report, because he saw Borderlands and he's going to give his report.
Wait.
I'm not watching that.
Well, did you watch it?
Oh, what? You couldn't pay me enough money to watch that.
I'm just asking.
Listen, so since that movie released, I've been getting texts.
Wait, there's a movie?
Messages. Yes, I've been getting everything.
If you want to call it a movie.
I've been getting so many people go, "Damn, Law, I guess you were really right. Damn, Law, I guess you were right. Damn, Law. And I'm like, for once, I'm gonna just need y'all to believe me. For once, I just need y'all. When I say a movie's going to be garbage, trust me when I know.
I want to go after Val, but I want to talk about Kevin Hart. Okay, Val.
Oh, I didn't know I was. What was?
You had your hand up.
I was. I was
Oh,
turning off. My camera was
So
zooming in on me for no reason, so I had to stop it.
fair.
yeah,
So
Like I didn't need to zoom in every time I took a sip of my beer.
no fair.
So I had to tell the camera chill real quick, and I didn't have a question though.
Chill, papito. I feel you. So with Borderlands, I mean, I'm always up for something new, something fun, as long as if there's an original, follow the original. That's just me, because if the original was good, stick to the original. I think Kevin Hart in these fun movies no longer needs to be a thing. I think he lost his
I don't think
steam.
it was his fault. And I'll let
I'm
you
not
finish
saying the
that.
movie's
I
bad
think
because of
no, no,
Kevin.
Wait,
I'm just
Kevin Hart is
if
in this
anything,
shit?
if anything,
Yeah.
I'm just hating on Kevin real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just saying, like, I think he's not movie wise. Don't get me wrong. Anything else he could probably do just as good. I just don't think that's it. Like The Rock can still pull it off. The Rock could be funny. He's got good writing.
Wait, The Rock is in this
No,
too?
he's
No.
not. No, it did.
It's
There has
Kate
to be a
Blanchett,
long
Kevin
pause.
Hart.
They would have made him brick, and I would have
Yeah,
been fucking
Kate-
mad as shit.
They need
It's Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, and
Jamie
Jamie
Lee
Lee Curtis. But
Curtis.
go
Like
Mike.
it's a cast, like
Yeah.
a star-studded cast, and fucking waste.
Mike.
Don't get me
I'm
started.
listening.
Okay. Guys,
Yeah.
we're 45 minutes in and haven't touched the main event.
Sorry, this is
And
my
we're gonna
fault.
touch the main event.
I miss you
It's
guys.
all your fault,
I'm playing catch up.
We're
I
gonna-
haven't
we're
been
gonna
to
touch the
2
main
more
event
times in
because-
8 weeks.
I actually got a bucket. I didn't get the fuck bucket, but I got a bucket for Deadpool and Wolverine.
That can't show on your screen. It's okay.
No, I will show you right now
There we go.
All right.
because I got to show it off. Come on, but it's not the
Are
fuck
you
bucket
getting
that
Are
everybody.
you getting the alien bucket? Because the alien bucket is gonna be a thing.
I thought about it. I don't know. I don't know how committed I am to it.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I wish I had gotten one.
Yeah, they had so what was interesting with Deadpool and Wolverine, there were so many. So before we get into the movie, there were so many popcorn buckets released at various different theaters. They had one with baby pool that it was a soda container and a popcorn bucket. Then they had one with Dupinder's Taxi, which made no sense. They had,
America.
The most expensive one I think was done through AMC, where it was head pull and they actually put actual leather on it, and it came with a stand so you can actually put it up as a display. But obviously, there were people trying to get the Wolverine fuck bucket, which was a big joke to make fun of the what's it called, the sandworm bucket that came out for Dune.
Oh, fair.
But yeah, we're
know.
getting go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say, like, that sounds dope. I'm glad you got it. It sounds like it looks like it's gonna last you a long time. So that's dope. I was thinking about getting one for Aliens. I just don't know how committed I am. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I'm committed.
I've done a few of the buckets, and then I realized I have no
Nice,
use
Sebastian.
for them after. And so, as much as I want them, do I need them? So that's when I realized I'm becoming a fucking adult.
Damn,
Welcome.
that's rough.
Welcome, 5 stars. It sucks here. 0
Yeah.
stars.
Zero
It does.
stars.
0 stars.
No. You're getting to that point where you have to figure out: do I get the bucket or do I save that shelf for my Lego set?
Well,
I mean, yeah, honestly,
that part, because Legos is so much
'Cause
more fun.
because it's not like you're not getting collectibles. You were just getting better suited collectibles for your needs.
Right, that part.
Empty
Empty
bucket
bucket
makes for a
makes a great
great prop,
prop,
though,
though.
Val. Here's my bucket of fucks. Look, it's empty. I'm all out of fucks.
That can work.
Oh
Very
my
nice, Hugo.
god!
Very nice.
So
I would do that. I'm petty enough to do that for just a bit. Yes.
So we're gonna go around with everybody's thoughts on Deadpool, Wolverine. So we're gonna start Val, Tome, Mike, and then end with Law with that one, and then we'll dive into the movie. So Val, start. Get the train rolling.
You should start because you
Uh.
keep skipping yourself, sir.
I mean, it was everything what I thought it was gonna be. It was a fun fucking roller coaster of a movie, and again, that's what it was. It did its job, knew what it was doing, understood the assignment, and we had fun. Val, you tagged.
What did you? What? Oh, I'm tagged. Okay. I also very much enjoyed it. A lot of fun. I have some like things about it that I would have probably did a little differently. I would have liked to have seen. However, it didn't take away from what I got. I'm excited to see where they continue, and I do hope there are some things that stay in just this movie and don't need to be brought out, kind of thing. So we'll see.
So,
I loved it. I
Yeah.
love this movie.
I'm glad I
and,
saw it when it came out, by the way.
and I
up,
will
Doc?
say nothing to me was better than when Wesley Snipes showed up. That was my
That was a
favorite.
good
That
surprise.
was my favorite cameo of everything that we got.
No, hold on. I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Yeah,
That's
well,
not even.
that's Gambit. That's
Gambit.
Gambit. That's Gambit. But there's that, and then him in Blade going back to motherfuckers just keep ice skating uphill.
He's like, it's only one blade. I was like,
Oh,
sir,
my
not
God.
anymore.
I mean, at the rate we're going.
We'll see.
But I will say no.
Fair.
It was.
Mhm.
I loved it. It was like Seabass said, is what we needed. I think it recharged. It recharged Marvel. I think kind of coinciding with the Comic-Con, with the Comic-Con announcements, which I think kind of just got us ready for the next part of what we're trying to do. So I'm down.
Yo, Doc, no
Yes.
lie, it hurt. But we like as a gag character, it worked. But like if they were like really trying to go full ham, and that was the version, I would have been sad. So I'm glad it was this version.
I don't think
I
it's
don't think
so
it's
they
a
make
gag,
they
though.
they joked within the movie about the accent, but
Yeah. But I like that they treated, but Gambit was still serious in the movie.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't like he had a shit, like the accent is funny, but then he also went out like a bitch. Like no, he like did his thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
and also
Absolutely.
shout out to Channing Tatum, because the videos are going around now of how he was really preparing for the role and actually was learning how to do all the acrobatics and everything for the character, because he's been wanting to play this role for a long time. Just got screwed over by Fox because they never made the movie. Mike, tagged.
There are two things I want to say. First of all, when it comes to Gambit, it took Channing Tatum for me to realize he's been wearing a body shaper this whole time. That purple vest is a body shaper, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Not having a file.
You'll never look at him the same now.
I didn't like the headset. Like they could have gone without the head thing, but I like that they try to make it comic book accurate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not mad at it.
I don't know if he's preparing for another role. He just seemed bigger than Gambit needed to be.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I loved his devotion to it. I'm not gonna hold you. Like his accent, although it may have been funny in the movie, is legit. You know what I'm saying? As an accent for a Cajun accent. So all right, cool. It's one of the Cajun accents at the very least. So it was dope. Like Law said, like everybody else said, if we got in a movie about it, wouldn't have been happy. It was just like, nah, this wasn't.
I don't think it would have they would have done it that way if we got in a movie about it. I think it was intended to be extra, very comic book accurate, and then to be made into a joke and who's your dialect coach kind of thing. But
right. Fair
overall good.
Okay. I loved the movie as well. I think this is, I mean, it's fresh. It's either the best Deadpool movie we've ever gotten, or it's the second best. And I think the first one would be the first actual Deadpool movie. I think the second one is the third. So it'd be 3, 1, 2, or 1, 3, 2. Whatever order you think is best for you. But I think generally those terms for me.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
For me, what won me over was the beginning. Like we got a full bye and choreography. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, fucking killing people with Wolverine's exoskeleton.
Right. He killed the dances. And I think I got into a little back and forth. I don't understand how he could take off the ribs off Wolverine. They should be adamantium. Whatever. It was still a great time. I enjoyed it. It was definitely worth the watch. I went and watched it twice. You know what I'm saying? I generally don't watch movies twice within the week, except for Across the Spider-Verse. I think I watched that like 5 times. It was amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing. So I regret nothing. Thank you.
No regrets. Law.
It was a motherfucking blast of a time. I'm glad I saw it right before I fucking left on the cruise, because good lord, the spoilers when I stepped off that boat were fucking wild. Jesus Christ, the spoilers.
I
were
don't
wild.
think I've seen any movie have so many spoilers posted on various different social media apps like
It was
Deadpool.
bad. Like had I waited till let's say this week last or like this past week at let's say Friday if I had a chance, it would have been I would have been way too spoiled to enjoy the movie like I did without the spoilers opening day. You know what I mean? Anyways, but with all that said, I had a fucking blast. Me and my cousins and my uncle fucking laughed it up the entire time. It was so much fun. And I think to everyone's credit, it did what it was supposed to do. That's say like again, yes, we say it's Marvel Jesus, he's the Messiah, the whole thing, yes. But it was that refresh palate cleanse that we've needed for so long because they've been fucking it up for so long, and we're just here going, please just stick to the notes, the beats that you know that you're good at, and just let's rock with it, and let's double down on it. And he did a good job. I'm fucking here for it.
Val?
I wouldn't say fucking it up for a long time. I can't agree with that. But I will say that it was great. And I also want to talk about some of the variations of the Wolverines that we got to see.
Ooh,
Especially
I love that. Yep.
The Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse was lit. Comic book accurate mini version was lit. Henry Cavill, I want to see him as future Wolverine.
That was
crazy.
The Cavalrine.
So
yes.
Was anyone expecting fucking Daniel Radcliffe?
I was hoping. Hoping
so
he was
there were
gonna
rumors.
Be Patch.
Yeah, there were rumors that he was going to be Patch, but I guess it didn't go through.
Oh,
but the Cavalry, like Val had mentioned, that was awesome. I remember just being in the theater.
I think he looks great, and I want him. I want to see Wolverine. I want to see Henry Cavill as Wolverine going forward, like forever and ever and ever.
I gotta say, I enjoyed Chris. I enjoyed Chris Evans coming back to reprise Shining Star.
Yo, you understand the fucking bait and switch of having Cap's pants? Like literally, it's Cap's pants, and you're just like, with the landing, come on! And then he's like, flame on. And we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean the haircut also, right? Like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the haircut too.
And he was and you also heard more of his Boston accent talking as Johnny Storm.
True.
Like it was bleeding into it when he was talking. And then when he started like cursing, like it was like, oh wait a minute.
Yeah. Like, who the fuck?
You know that's not Cap.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking great.
So there were a lot of other rumored cameos that didn't happen. So they were gonna have some of the original actors that played the X-Men, but from what the director said, that they felt like that would have taken away from the movie. So just understanding what happened in Logan's time frame, where it's like, you know, just showing him, giving you the thoughts of playing it in your head versus having the actors play it out.
Like the what ifs, like either the what ifs or the forgotten characters.
Well, there were a lot of characters that did appear. So I'm just gonna run over the list. So you did have the Russian from the Punisher movie appeared in there, who was originally played by Kevin Nash. Blob was in it. Juggernaut was in it. They couldn't get Vinnie Jones to play Juggernaut, but they had someone else. They had some of the Morlocks in there that we saw in X3. We had Lady Deathstrike. We had
Pyro Toad.
Azazel was in there. Yeah. Tyler Mane reprising Sabretooth, which was awesome. Callisto. Yeah, she was there. So there was a lot of like throwbacks to characters that were in the Bullseye was there from the Daredevil movie. But he was played by a different actor of
wait, which Bullseye?
Africa.
Bullseye
from the Ben Affleck movie.
The Colin Farrell, but not Colin Farrell, but the Colin Farrell Bullseye.
The Colin Farrell Bullseye was there. So he was played by an African American actor. Someone put the picture up, and he had the bullseye on his head. So they were like, "That was Bullseye," because
how was that Colin Farrell?
Because the whole costume. It was the costume.
Variant.
So they had a lot. So it was a variant. So the thing is that also too, this movie was
they all were
awesome.
variants.
Yeah. What was awesome about this movie was that it was a love letter to a lot of the Fox X-Men movies and Fox Marvel Universe movies that a lot of these actors and characters that we got to see, pretty much, especially with the end video that they were showing with the credits, that they were showing like a lot of the behind the scenes from all the older movies.
Yes.
But yeah, there were a lot of rumors. There were rumors that Taylor Swift was supposed to be in it as Dazzler. There was a lot of like, and that's why,
Thank God she wasn't.
But
Fuck.
I mean, even Ryan Reynolds' wife, Blake Lively, was Lady Deadpool.
And his kids
Yeah,
were
his
the
kids.
baby and the kid Deadpool.
I also wanted to mention. Well, I wanted to talk about Cassandra Nova,
Yeah.
who for me is a huge big bad in comics, and I don't. One thing that I always have an issue with that Marvel tends to do is how quickly we disperse of our villains. And she shouldn't have been someone that they got rid of so quickly. Maybe put into another universe, maybe in another timeline. Something should have done differently. I don't like that they killed her off so soon, because Cassandra Nova is a very serious character, and I don't think she was given the justice that she should have gotten for most of the movie. She was just,
I mean,
not
she
strong
could.
enough for me.
There could be
I
a
don't know.
variant. We could get another version of Cassandra, which is the alien, right? Instead of it just being the in utero twin that she seemed to be saying that she was.
Right.
You know, like if I think the comic, she's an alien. She's in the sewer. She grows up. Where this one was taken by the TVA. So she could be a variant.
She's supposed to be a utero twin.
Yeah. That's
but she was an alien though.
Cassandra Nova.
She was an alien.
You don't even have to fight over it, because what happens is we're going to get everything multiverse kind of like done over anyway. And remember, she's a variant. So, you know what I'm saying? She could be a variant of the original, I think, 616 Cassandra Nova. And then, you know, that's it. We'll get the original one. But I think she was dope. I will say this. I think you're right. I think she should have been taken a little bit more seriously. But for what she did was super amazing. I'm not going to hold you. Like the way
the flesh off of Johnny was crazy.
Yo,
like,
everybody was like,
I was like, what the fuck?
Like, he's just choosing for you to be alive.
Yeah.
Yo, essentially that.
Literally.
What's more villainous than that? Like, you're alive because I allow you to be. Like, come on.
Literally take your fucking skin off in a heartbeat. Like, that's crazy.
First of all, I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't think Johnny Storm said that stuff until the ending, and I was just like,
Did you see the interview that they were like, he was like, oh, I get to curse? Bet I'm gonna memorize. They were like, you're gonna be off book. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be off book for this shit, meaning like I'm not gonna read from the script, like, or I'm gonna have it memorized. Bro, I fucking lost my shit when I learned that. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, Chris Evans was so pumped to do it.
Yeah. I told you that Marvel checks hit. That's why he came back, baby. I know. So
that's why Robert Downey Jr. is coming back.
You know.
Also, that happened when I was away, right? Too.
Yes, it did.
I'm not a fan. Can I just put that out there? Okay. I'm honestly not a fan.
I've been listening to it. We can talk about it later.
I think he can do it.
It's not the ability. It's not the ability. It has nothing to do with the ability. It's not the ability.
I just would have liked to have seen a different actor. Yeah. I don't want to see Tony as
So like this, like thing. Okay. So this is the thing that I've been hearing online, that they're gonna change it up. Is that, or some people accepting in a
better not ever see his face.
Okay, so there's that part, right? Like, we're gonna get Doom. You know Doom, right? He has his mask on. He has the blemish, or it's a cut, and he's just so vain that no one can see his fucking face, or it's burned because of the mask. Whatever. We're gonna see him with the mask. That's it. Hear the voice is what people are hoping. Then when he gets his powers and becomes God Emperor Doom, he heals his face, because he does do that. Like, he does do that shit. And then that's when you get the Tony Stark, or that's when you get the face that looks like Tony Stark. But in Doomsday,
I don't like it.
He may not be it. And he could be a variant. We could see him in the Fantastic Four movie. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to vary on the because they've already established that the Fantastic Four is not going to be in the MCU. It's going to be in an alternate universe that's stuck in like the 60s, like a futuristic 60s. So if he appears there as Victor Von Doom, that would explain that. But again, it's going to be also to the Russos that are having this story.
I'm interested to see what they do. I'm interested. To see
I'm
what
here
they
for
do.
the Russos coming back, but I'm also just like, we didn't need.
But that was the carrot to bring them back.
Plus, also too,
Like it
remember,
worked both ways. Robert
Why?
Downey Jr. wasn't coming back if the Russos weren't involved. Like
I
that's like
understand
fully
that.
100% known.
However,
And then-
why not get someone new? Why
well,
not give someone else a different shot?
I think they wanted an actor who can be this they wanted an actor who can be Doom, who's supposed to be super important.
But also, too, wait,
and Robert Downey Jr.
the original 4.
So as far as it goes, there was a lot of people that they said that was already rumored and trying out for this
Now we
role.
go down a rabbit hole.
There was a rabbit hole. I'm gonna get off the Doom rabbit hole for a minute, but
Sorry.
as far as it goes, Doctor Doom, there was a lot of actors that were attached to that role who I don't know what happened, but like Adam Driver was attached to it.
But is that confirmed or speculation?
But if you're giving us a person to return, just give us the Doom from the fucking old Fantastic Four movies. He was actually good.
But again, we'll see what the story is because obviously there's also stuff that they're cleaning up with Kang. But back to Deadpool because that's what we're here to talk about: Deadpool and Wolverine. That's our TED talk about Dr. Doom.
Sorry. Again, catching up in a long 2 weeks.
Yes. But we got as far as it goes, oh damn, did I freeze? No, as far as it goes, Deadpool and Wolverine, like I get what everybody's saying with Cassandra Nova. As far as it goes, I loved Cassandra. I'm hoping that a lot of people did, and then she gets the same treatment like we got with Loki, that they found a way to bring us back Loki and give us all the Loki glory because she did a phenomenal job as Cassandra Nova. And as that Marvel curse where a lot of people said like there's those villains, like she's actually a memorable villain and did a lot for a one and done role and all that. Like, you know, the only other one who's close to that is Killmonger, and they've brought his character back in other forms of ways, like in What If and as in that in the spirit realm in Wakanda. So it was just, you know, there's a character, and they could also write it too, like how you said, Val. Like
we knew that was happening, Doc.
Yeah, but no,
I did not.
It was like pseudo confirmed because of the slate, right? Like it was one of those things. Like they're not gonna, like when they were talking about the movies, Eternals 2 hasn't been talked about. Shang-Chi 2 is still in like pre-production. Like a lot of that stuff. Like we don't know.
They're trying to figure out where it's gonna fit with a lot of the stuff with especially too since CEO Chapek is gone. Bob Iger stepped back in, and Bob Iger's whole thing is that with Disney, they want to focus on more quality instead of quantity because Chapek was more focused on quantity and just putting stuff out there. And now it's like, okay, some stuff, like if you notice, they haven't really said anything about the Wonder Man show because we had D23. We got a preview for Ironheart. We got a preview for Cap. We got more information on the Thunderbolts. We now know that adamantium is going to be in play in the Captain America movie, which
adamantium.
Yeah, and they said that there's facility.
That was a whole character. I was like, who is adamantium? I was like,
no, he said animantium.
So before we're going to end up going, I can't pronounce it. So we're gonna before we go down to a whole deep rabbit hole, but they're confirming that in Captain America 4. There already been government facilities established on that hand that was shown in the end of Eternals.
Oh, it's the Tiamat.
Yeah. So someone was saying that possibility that Canada might have put the Weapon X facility on Tiamat there. So that's a possibility of introducing Wolverine into the MCU right there. But going back to Deadpool, I mean, what have been some of your... It was cool seeing these characters come back. You had Elektra, Blade, you had X-23, and you had Channing Tatum. So I mean, we'll start with you, Tone, with the cameos as they came in.
I mean, look, I knew about Elektra. I think that was like one of the earliest confirmed cameos that we knew we were getting. But had no, and then everyone, you know, kind of pieced together X-23 was going to come in, right? And then you get the trailer with her in it. But seeing Blade, I was just not thinking we were going to get Wesley Snipes, honestly, just because of all the shit that Wesley Snipes has gone through, tax evasion, living in Africa. Like, you know, I just like did not expect the man to come. Well, maybe he was in Canada, so that's why he was still out of the States. No, he was at Comic-Con because they had the whole cast show up. So maybe, he's in and out. I don't know. But no, like kind of seeing him come back, knowing there was like this issue that him and Ryan Reynolds had on Blade 3. But he's just kind of came back and it felt like, man, I miss
I forgot
this character.
about Blade 3. Wow.
It's okay.
At me now.
It's okay.
About it.
It's okay. Blade 3 doesn't count because we talk about Blade 1 and we talk about Blade 2. So seeing him just made me smile. I was so happy. And then Channing Tatum's Gambit.
Yeah.
Wow, we can joke about the voice. If you know that he was been gunning to be this character for so long, and so
yes,
kind of seeing him have this opportunity to play Gambit, knowing he just loves this character, he wants to be this character, and then like kind of how he played out in the show, in the movie, the moves. He got his staff. He was shooting cards. He did the damn thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like we can joke about the voice because it was funny and it was a gag for the movie, but they took those characters seriously and gave them that swan song that they all deserve. Like whatever we could say we will about a lot of these movies, but we all grew up with them. They were our first. These were the comic book movies that we got. Right. And you have these actors, some of them taking the role seriously, even if the script wasn't serious. So it was nice to kind of see that all kind of pay off, which I really enjoyed.
Mike.
So for me, some of the cameos that I enjoyed Blade. His some motherfucker still trying to skate uphill, whatever line was funny. And I was like, wow, he really brought that into the movie. It sucks. The whole, there's only going to be one blade and it pans up to him. It's funny. I was excited when Chris Evans come up. He's my favorite Captain America so far. I don't think anybody after him is going to be able to do Captain America the way he did it. I know he wanted to step away from Disney and do other things. But like I said, the Marvel checks hit. You know what I'm saying? Like this Netflix was, for it. This Netflix was dope, but this check from Marvel, I'm gonna have to come back, baby.
5-year break isn't bad though.
Yeah, no, I agree. But the checks. Wolverine was probably my favorite one. Because it just kind of plays into, I just love geek fandom. Like when you play into geek fandom and the rumors and it doesn't hurt to bring it alive, why not do it? Hugh Jackman actually sporting the classic iconic Wolverine costume with the actual pullover mask was dope.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Him.
Although I do low-key I so wanted him to wear the gold and brown one from the end of what was the Wolverine or whatever. The one he gets handed in the plane.
Yeah, we did. We got it. You got it in the little thing when he was fighting
in the
Hulk.
cameo.
Oh, right.
He's wearing the yellow and brown.
And you see Hulk.
And you see
Hulk through his blades.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Which is fucking awesome.
That was to a comic book cover. But go ahead, Val.
Yeah, that whole scene when you're getting the different Wolverines, or each of them all have a image of a comic book cover. All of them were tied to a form of a comic book cover. When you see Wolverine in Age of Apocalypse Wolverine in the alleyway, that's a comic book cover. When you see him on the X crucified, that's a comic book cover. Each version was a comic book cover. Which was freaking awesome. Also, I want to know, why is Thor crying over Deadpool in one of those scenes?
I think we all.
That was.
I think we all want to
hilarious.
I know. I mean, I feel like it's just some Adobe Premiere, and they're just splicing in Deadpool for Loki in Dark World.
Also, what's up, Cheyenne? What's going on? Cheyenne's been cooking out here in the comments.
Marvel Daddy.
Listen, now that he's officially canon, we've always had to give him props.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even before he was, even in the first movie, Stan Lee was one of the producers in the first Blade movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was rewatching
that
Blade and looking at the
walks,
credits.
And that man walks so everybody else can fucking run and do their thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Deacon Frost.
What's been your favorite cameos, Lo?
it's hard. Like everyone's mentioned, like a lot of the ones that that stood out. Obviously, like Henry Cavill was one of the ones that I almost like it was one of the things I forgot about him being like a casting thing, because I was just like, yeah, but I wouldn't want him for that, because I saw it's still in my head, want him for Doom or something else. I'm just like,
I want him to talk, man. I want him to get lines. Give the man lines.
of course, listen, of course.
You know, like
So I was just like, I was like, yo, like seeing him as that, I was like,
Oh,
oh,
you want him as
nah.
Wolverine?
Seeing Chris Evans
Sexy daddy
and
Wolverine.
getting fucking bait and switch like that was so good. Like I fucking laughed my ass off, like with my cousin. The like seeing a lot of the old like X-Men characters and whatnot from like throughout the movies was really dope to see, because I'm like, doing the oh shit is that but yeah, ultimately like that team up at the end where you get Elektra and fucking Blade and Gambit, you're just like, are you fucking serious right now? Like, is this what we're actually doing? Was like, it brought a lot of joy to my face when I saw, like, holy shit, they pulled it off. They gave everyone like a proper send off. Even like, it was one of those send offs where, like, yes, if they can get a proper send off now, and like they go, you know what, we're gonna greenlight a movie for them to get a real send off, Seja. But if they don't, this was a good way to do it. Like, this was a great way to actually like wrap up those stories or finish up those projects. So I was really here for it.
Wow, did you go to your characters? Because I know you've been loving the Cavalry.
Yo, putting a hand through a skull was crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. Like, that was diabolical.
So I think that I would like to know a little bit more about why these variants are in this particular realm, the banishment place. Where I think that would have been nice to know, and like what version that we're seeing of them. Because why was X-23 there? And is she the one that we know from Logan, or is she just a variant of that version?
I think they said she was.
Yeah, and then the other thing too was that they were mentioning how Logan was like the primary being.
Oh yes, she was.
that those universes were spinning off of. So it's like something that they introduced a concept of a primary being, and because he died, a lot of those universes are starting to die. And so that's why it was like they were like, yeah, Deadpool, you're not the primary being. They were going to try to have him join the Avengers. But he's like, but I want to save my universe. I want to do something worthwhile.
That was one of my favorite cameos. Is just seeing Happy like back.
Yeah.
And be like,
Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Deadpool.
Yep, Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Deadpool.
No way.
And Nathan Fillion was
Nathan Fillion is Deadpool.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I know one of his
Tom Holland,
one of the players from Wrexham was Wrexham or whatever.
Was
Deadpool.
the Scottish or not Scottish or whatever, but the one from the UK. Because he had the Wrexham logo, not the sigil on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
So something funny is that Tom Holland's brother was one of the Deadpools, because obviously they couldn't get Tom Holland's picture for the movie. But when you go to the office where Happy is at, they put the no, he's not Kidpool. Kidpool was Ryan's daughter.
Ryan's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Kidpool and Babypool were Ryan and Blake's kids.
So when you go to the office where Happy is at, they have the picture of Tony, but then the picture's covered with also an Iron Man helmet, which that's the picture that Peter and Tony had taken together. But also to remember, they also confirm as canon in Iron Man 3, that helmet, that's what they said Peter Parker wore, because Peter Parker was in Iron Man 2. Yeah.
For the Stark Expo.
Yeah.
Like they finally confirmed that kid is Peter.
So that was their way of giving a nod to Spider-Man and all that.
They also couldn't show his face, because then that would count against Tom Holland's appearances in the movie, in a Marvel movie, which is why they had to hide it.
Yeah, that's Sony.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, let's talk about Nice Poo and Dog Poo though. Those were just awesome. I mean, best use of a shield.
The fact that he didn't have healing powers was the most hilarious turn of events that I was not expecting in any way.
One of the best shields in the MCU.
Yeah, nice pool, nice pool.
Oh, it was great.
And his fourth wall break for the proposal, which was, at that point, you just needed Sandra Bullock to show up and say something. Like that's kind of what you would have needed to tie up that whole thing.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
No, it was a lot of fun. Fuck, I had something. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. Oh, I really enjoyed the. I enjoyed like how they were trying to figure out like, well, who's here? What's this? And then they did the takedown on Ben Affleck with Jennifer Garner, and she was like, "Oh, it's all right. He's okay if he's dead." Because Daredevil was dead.
It was funnier because later on there was an article that said like it didn't get cleared with him. It was like like no one needs to clear shit from you. So
no one needs to clear shit from you. Your character that you played is dead.
Right. Like no one cares.
It's just written in a way to jest on the fact that you left her for the Thanos of wedding rings.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Out of line. He's not wrong.
J-Lo.
J-Lo.
Because she has like almost 6 wedding rings now.
Jesus Christ.
She has a wedding ring for each. She has a wedding ring for each finger.
Engagement rings.
Because I think she's only got like.
She got fully married. She got fully married to Mark Anthony because they have kids.
3 times.
Ben Affleck, right? Did she get married to Ben Affleck?
I think
the
she
dancer
married
was
Ben Affleck.
Casper.
But there was a
Casper,
dancer.
right? It was Casper. Was that his name?
It was a
Fucking
dancer.
Casper?
Yeah.
That wasn't the important thing. There was also a thing that they were in talks with Nicolas Cage to show
that would have been
as Ghost Rider.
I would have actually lost my shit. That would have been the one that set me over the fucking edge. Not gonna lie.
if Nicolas Cage showed up,
what? Oh, I would have fucking lost my ever loving mind.
That was like a legit one that they were really. I don't think it worked out, but that would have been hilarious.
I think obviously we're gonna get another Deadpool movie. If it ends here, I think we've had a really great ride. Once again, for me, I think this is the best Deadpool movie. I understand that it's fresh, so it's easy to say that.
So I would argue.
I don't know, Hugo. I don't know.
Oh my god. I'm gonna argue against you, Mike, and say the reason why I think there's enough to do another one is the only other movie that Ryan Reynolds would want is a Deadpool Spider-Man thing.
Oh no, they're already trying to talk about doing that. So
like he's been wanting this Wolverine like back and forth for years now. Yeah. He's one of those things where he's like, I've gotten everything that a boy could ever wish for. What else could I want except for this? Fuck it, I want the Spidey Deadpool like friendship. That is amazing.
So I think they all have one more movie in them because they said that Hugh and Ryan want to do a movie with Tom as Spider-Man. There's talks of rumors of Channing possibly wanting to come back as definitely wanted to come back as Gambit and possibly in talks. They're just in early stages, and Ryan's trying to push for Wesley Snipes to get Wesley Snipes to get his Blade send off similar to Logan, so that he can get like a Logan type send off for his Blade run. Yeah. So pretty much a fourth Blade movie. I'd lose my mind
if I got another Wesley Snipes Blade movie.
Yeah. But I think it's
I love those movies so much.
You can do a lot.
Give me something, because apparently my man Mahershala Ali ain't getting this fucking movie, and he's a perfect casting. So
he is. He 100%.
They fired the most recent director, right?
Like hearing that voice at the end of Eternals, I almost lost my shit.
Yeah.
That's your Blade movie. There you go.
I don't know. At this point, they keep teasing us for Blade, and I'm like, you're doing us dirty. At this point, it'll be after Secret Wars.
I'm actually, quite frankly, I'm probably the unpopular opinion in this one, but I do not care to see Hugh as Wolverine anymore.
I mean, he's going to be there for 100 years.
You're right. He's going to be there.
No, it's over.
So she saw the cavalry, and that's it.
Yeah, I think we'll get it. I think what they're gonna do, they're gonna let these. If they come back, it'll be for Secret Wars, and then that's when it all happens.
Yeah, because Kevin Feige said that Secret Wars, he wants to do the biggest Avengers assemble scene that rivals Endgame. So he wants to make it a bigger cast.
That will give me.
Yeah.
At some point, he's going to be 80
You're
doing
not
Wolverine
fucking
anyway,
wrong.
the extendable series. I mean, I'm over it. I think that I don't know. It's cool,
Yes,
but I'm
I'm
over
here.
it.
I'm here for seeing someone else. So I'm kind of
Thank you,
in.
Shay.
Well, I'm kind of in both camps where show him in Secret Wars, but like don't make another like big deal movie about him. Like we've had his run. Technically Logan, like just getting to Logan was his
So
beautiful masterpiece run. This cherry on top. We need no more. If he shows up again, it doesn't have to be in the front man position. It just
So I
has
wanna-
to be,
so I want to get everybody's opinion. I'll start with Val, Mike, son-in-law. The two people who were rumored to be playing Wolverine in this movie was Daniel Radcliffe and Taron Egerton. Val, how do you feel about those two rumors that you had started way before?
Karen
Are
is
we talking
Eggy and
about-
Kingsman, just so you know.
Yes, that. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you so
Thank you. Fucking, I was gonna say it.
That's who I was.
I saw the
thinking, you
face.
guys
I
know
was
me
like, I
already.
knew I could have
I
said
was
the
like,
gorilla in Sing 1 and Sing 2, but I don't know if that would have worked.
No,
But, you know.
Eggy works. It works.
I'm still
I would
standing.
go with Eggy.
God.
Yeah. Sorry.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that boy
I
can
would go with
sing.
Eggy.
He's so good. Yo, he's so good at singing. It's obnoxious. How good at singing he is. I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry. Go ahead.
God.
I guess I have to watch Sing.
Or you can
you
watch.
have
You
it?
can,
Oh.
it's good. They're good. They're like. Sing
Now.
1 is good. Sing 2, I think, is better than Sing 1 though.
Not that I ever needed a kid to watch kiddie movies or anything of that nature, but watching that with my
Neither.
daughter was amazing. If I'm not mistaken, he did oh my god, he did the
He
song
was-
I'm Still Standing.
Yes, that was in 1. He did I'm Still Standing in Sing 1. And then
And
he
he did a
played
great
Elton
job.
John in the biopic for Elton John.
Right.
Rocket
Yeah.
Man, which was also
Yeah.
very good and a better biopic than the Freddie Mercury one.
Ooh.
So I've
okay.
heard. So I've heard.
The Freddie Mercury
Okay.
was great.
It was a fluff
Anyway, so
piece.
yeah,
It was a fluff piece. Anyway, okay, go.
I'm sorry. Okay, I think that it was good. Okay. Yeah, Eggy over Radcliffe for me.
Real quick. Cheyenne said, honestly, I want to see X-Men, but not Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique again. Rebecca Romaine did not
Agreed.
slide her blue coochie to flip people off for the X-Men movies.
I remember that. Yo, can I say one thing before Val ends? Yo,
Fucking yes.
first, I think that was that X2? Is that X2 or X3? I think it was X.
X2.
I think it was
X2.
X2.
All the good things happened in X2.
So, all the good things happened for sure. Because first of all, shout out to my boy Nightcrawler. They changed so many commercials, and I was so hyped that it didn't happen. But that flip, it happened in the commercial where she slides back, the blue coochie slide back. She definitely did it. But in the commercial, there was no flip off. In the movie, we were like, what the fuck? Like, that shit was amazing. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's all I wanted to say. Get Val.
So Val, it's
Magneto
I
coming out
already
the
know how I
plastic.
feel about that Jennifer Lawrence shit. I do not want to see Mystique in an X-Men movie for the next 10 years. I'm over it. She should not have been as popular as they fucking did it. It doesn't make any sense. She's not even a fucking X-Man. Anyway,
Not that she was popular, that they made her a hero of whatever she wanted. They wanted to make
They made her a face.
fucking
Yes.
stupid.
They made her a
So
face. That's what they did.
Oh, Fox just fucked us up. Anyway, fuck.
Don't fuck this out.
Yo, I genuinely love when Val just be hating for the sake of hating.
Yo,
Sometimes they're gonna take
Val
but
be
like,
just spitting
Woo!
vile at some of these actresses, yo. Yo, like,
Hold on. Whoa. Wait a minute. I don't hate for the sake of fucking hating. It was bullshit. I don't care what no
Welcome to
one
the
says.
haters ball.
Anyone who has wow.
listen, Val, you got a lot of allegations to try to fucking fight, but we have a lot of recorded and streamed episodes that say otherwise.
Here comes Hugo. Here comes Hugo from
All
the
I'm
ropes.
saying
Here
is,
comes Hugo
hold
from
on.
the
First
ropes.
of all, fuck that bitch too. Anyway,
Oh
I
my
remember Margot Robbie though.
God.
I remember that one.
Oh
That was
shit!
fucking talentless actress. I don't understand this shit. Like these bitches get jobs just because they fucking look good and they have no fucking talent.
What
And
I
about
don't
Natalie?
know
What
what
about
movies
what
you're
about
watching
what
for
about
you to
Natalie
say-
Portman?
for you to say these things.
She sucks.
What
Oh my
movie?
God.
Natalie Portman too?
Natalie
What?
Portman hasn't been good since The fucking Professional. I don't care what nobody says. No. Anyway,
We're never gonna get invited to like the red carpet. Like we're never gonna get there.
Who's we? Who is we?
okay, let's
Let's
rewind.
not go.
Okay,
Let's
let's. What I'm saying is, the X-Men for me is extremely, very, very, very important. I've read only X-Men comic books growing up. Of course, we know the cartoons or whatever, right? What I think that they had did in the movies, obviously I ate it, I watched it, sure, cool, but I had major gripes on shit that they've done. With that said, I'm not a hater, I just speak facts. And it does not matter. I lost my train of thought and I'm done talking.
Thank you, Val.
Back-
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
So back to the original question. So back to the original question. Who would you guys have preferred to play Wolverine? Would you like to see Radcliffe and Taron Egerton?
I said Eggy. Thank you. That was what
I
it
know
was.
you said Eggy. There you go.
So honestly, for me, it's a toss up. I could go either way on them, and I'd be actually happy with it. I think they both have the chops for like the acting bits. I think they both have the chops for the action bits. So I wouldn't be mad if either one of them got casted.
So
Yeah, I kind of agree there too. I kind of agree there too. I'm down to see either one play it. I think Radcliffe will be cool to see him play in another iconic character and not just kind of be tied to Harry Potter, right? Like to him to play something else and kind of be a part of a new series for a while.
Listen, if you want to like try to like discredit him for the action shit, go watch Guns Akimbo and get back to me. That's all
No,
I
I'm
gotta say.
I'm not discrediting him. Oh, if you're not talking,
Right.
if you're talking to
Right. Okay.
no, I think he can do it. I think Taron could do it as well. I mean, he's also, like you said, the chops from Kingsman or just the acting chops in general from the things we've seen. He's super well versatile. I think I personally would say we would see Taron Egerton in a Marvel movie before we see Daniel Radcliffe though.
Mike.
Thanks for having me. I think I'm gonna agree with both. Like what Allah and Tone would said, because I've seen Daniel Radcliffe as kind of like a maniacal figure, and he's like a villain part, and I think he could do that. I think he can kind of have a story about how I ran away from Mike. Okay,
I need to know because I don't know why you'd run away from him. Perfection.
Oh my
as long as you didn't blue coochie slide. I would love to see either one. I think they both can do it, honestly. I don't think we'll get Daniel Radcliffe. I don't know how he feels about being in another series in a sense. Because I think a lot of people when they remember him, they think, oh, it's Harry Potter. And he's just like, I'm more than just Harry Potter. I've done
Wolverine.
now.
But I think to his credit, he's been doing a lot of stuff to remove himself from that, like Pattinson did. Pattinson did the work to be like, yo, I'm not that fucking like sparkly whatever. Same thing with fucking with Daniel. Daniel's been doing his fucking
Daniel did
work. Like
Emma Watson became a fucking humanitarian.
You know what I'm saying? But like Radcliffe just did a stint on Broadway that got him a fucking Tony nomination. Like, come on.
Thank you, Shay.
Oh, you didn't know, Val?
I don't know these people's names.
Oh my
Not
god!
you guys.
Oh my god!
Who are you talking about?
It was Magneto for like 4 movies.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ian McKellen is Magneto. Fuck, I don't know the new one.
Ian McKellen is Magneto. He can be a lot of things. He's also Gandalf. I mean, Christopher Lee is Sauron,
right?
And Dracula.
He's someone I bother
and
to remember.
Count Dooku.
Right. That doesn't. You know what?
A man can be many things. Isn't that a
I
Game of
don't
Thrones line?
remember a lot of the actors'
I'm
names.
sure there is.
Guys. Sorry. So there's a lot of other things in here than actor names.
No, you remember the actor names you don't like.
That's not true. That is not true.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen
Entirely.
of the jury.
Val, you do not want to play that game right now. I promise you will lose. There's too
That
many
is not
people in
true.
our comment section right now, and there's too many of us with receipts that
It's not-
know otherwise.
I have no dog in this fight. I'm sorry.
You're a fucking liar, and you know
Thanks for
it.
having me,
You're a
everybody.
fucking liar,
Look,
and you
look.
know it, Mike. Yes.
Mike, don't join in because they're lying. Don't even listen to them. I don't know.
I
what
haven't
they're
said shit.
talking about.
Girl,
So-
homie, you've been on the show for like 2 years.
What?
There's a pattern. If we remind you of who the actor is, odds are you liked that character, or like, cool, I've seen them in something else. But if I say an actor's name and you're like, fuck that person, like they have hurt your soul. They
Is that accurate?
yes, yes.
I don't agree. I don't agree entirely. That's not entirely true. I do know some actors I like too.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying that there is a correlation to the
silence.
anger you get for the
So loud.
named actors that we mention.
I think that I think there are some strong feelings against some of the ones you guys mentioned.
Okay. I'm glad we're cooking with
Because you
gas
guys
here.
know which ones I don't like, right? You guys know which ones I think are trash, right?
I mean, but if they
But,
show up multiple
there's only a
times, we gotta
handful.
talk about them.
There's only a handful. It's not like I think everybody's trash.
The silence is so loud here.
It's fine. We'll move forward. We'll move forward.
Oh my god!
I don't appreciate
my
no one being
God.
on my side here.
I have no dog in this fight. I haven't been on this
This
show.
is like the one
Yeah.
time like Mike is in your corner. He's trying so hard, but he has
It's okay.
nothing
We'll, just
to help
move,
you
we'll,
with.
move, we'll move forward.
I
in the
don't have
subject.
receipts, Val.
I'm sure Hugo
Oh,
has a notebook
shit.
of all the people that you don't like, and he'll pull it up eventually. Yeah.
No, Hugo's my friend.
Oh
He won't
man.
betray me that way.
Sebastian, what were we talking about again? What were we talking about?
Right.
Before-
what were we
we're
talking
talking
about? Let's get off
who
the
should
let's get
slide
off our
in.
train.
And Daniel Radcliffe versus Taron
I think we can all just say either of them could do it. It would be interesting to see
Yes.
whoever takes it on, though.
Honestly, like I would like to see Daniel as Logan, and because Taron could pull off that clean Boy Scout look, I would like to see him play Scott and have them play against each other.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be cool if we go with the younger
I
versions of the mutants.
I actually
Yeah.
didn't see that as an option.
But that's kind of because, like, you know, when he
Got Wizard
he-
Magazine over here, Seabass.
Okay.
I see you.
Listen, I had to bring that back to Wizard Magazine fan casting. Had Patrick Stewart for years.
All
I
right,
mean,
so-
Patrick Stewart was on that list forever.
Yeah.
Okay, it was. If you didn't cast Patrick Stewart as Professor X, you did it wrong.
I think one time they casted, what was it, Robert De Niro as the fan casting for Wolverine. Everyone put in there because of Taxi Driver.
You're talking
It-
to me, bub.
And then they had what was it, Clint
You
Eastwood
talking
as
to me, bub?
they fan
I'm
casted.
gonna, Cheyenne, I'm gonna put your comment back up. I low key want to see De Niro do fucking Wolverine now. Like I had too much time to process that as you were saying it for me to go. Just for
Sure.
De Niro back in the day when I wasn't
Yes.
alive.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I'm talking about no, I'm talking about that version when you said Taxi
Raging
Driver.
Bull De Niro.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Right now,
so,
no.
So Wizard Magazine had always a fan casting of various different comic movies because that was always fun. Clint Eastwood was always picked for Cable. They had Michael. They had the guy who played Worf from
Dolph
Star Trek.
Lundgren.
Darth Lundgren was casted as Colossus.
This is a
Tia
real good
Carrera.
future. You feeling lucky,
Tia-
punk?
Tia Carrera was always picked as Psylocke.
Who was picked as Psylocke?
Tia Carrera.
Tone, I hate you so much right now. Body slide by one. You feeling lucky, punk? What?
Yeah, they what was it? Rutger Hauer was fan casted for Magneto. Yeah, it was always interesting when they did that, the fan castings. So it was very funny. I forgot they had a Gambit one, they had a Rogue. They had a number of actors like, oh, this is like big actors, 90s,
the
and
big
early
action
yeah.
actors and stuff. Yeah. That was always fun. I mean, Tom Cruise was always sometimes on those lists, and Cuba was on those lists, and like all those like actors we knew from back
when Wizard magazine was popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Wizard
when editorial publications were popular.
Pick it up in
Right.
the newsstand.
All right, here we go. We got Cheyenne's comment coming in. Long story short,
Long story short.
Oh, go ahead, Val. You got it.
I was chilling. I had a shirt in hand. He took it to sign it. I turned into a derp. I smiled and gave him a gap flash. I have a Y2 gap in the front. Next comment.
Wait, here we go.
Next comment. Oh, thank you. Gave me bedroom eyes, and he and I made contact again. I said, "Oh shit, too hormonal for this," and ran.
Valid.
That was her
that's valid.
story meeting Michael. Yeah, I would have probably done the
Perfection.
same.
Right. if that man looked, he went perfection.
Perfect.
Right.
Right.
Me now would have taken a shot. I like it. Picasso, you should go for it.
Mhm.
Shoot that shot.
Go for it.
Shoot it. Shoot the J.
3 times. 3 times. Not 3 times. 3 times. For the inglorious bastard fans in the audience, which are none of you. So fuck off.
Yes. That's how he told on himself.
Listen.
I was like, I feel like I know that, but I can't place where. I haven't seen Inglorious Bastards almost since it came out.
Eli Roth was very popular until he fucking
Yeah.
directed
He's the bear.
Borderlands.
He's the bear Jew in,
Yep,
in
and then he
Inglorious
just-
Bastards.
And then he decided to murder Borderlands.
Yep.
Like he murdered Nazis with a baseball bat.
Something like that.
So next week,
What do we have next week? We haven't
The
talked
Boys.
Invincible. We
Are we
talked
doing
The
House of the
Boys.
Dragon?
We have to finish House of the Dragon.
Ooh.
I have to finish House of Dragon.
Wait, we
I'm
have
about to
wait.
finish The Boys.
What haven't we talked about yet that we need to talk
The
about?
Boys.
The
Okay,
Boys.
the Boys, House of the
House of
Dragon.
Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Suicide Squad Isekai.
I didn't know we agreed to that.
No.
But
No.
that's
No.
So
No.
I've been watching it, but I don't know if it's something that we need to talk about.
I think we should talk about Kaiju number 8, but because there's only a number of animes that I watch, so that's just being selfish. I watched all of season 1 in one night. It's so quick.
It's a
I
really good
told
show.
y'all.
It's
Mike,
so
I
quick.
watched Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, Mike, you saw Kaiju number 8, right?
Yes and no. I saw the first 2 episodes and then I got distracted. I'm gonna say it was mostly solo leveling. It was a whole bunch of anime that all my friends kept pulling me toward, and I was just like, all right, I went to Hood Release. I'll come back and I'll finish. Where is it on? Is it on Netflix?
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll. So all right,
Crunchy.
I don't believe in supporting them right now. So Hood Release,
The whole
gotcha.
release.
That's fair. Do what you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do.
My man.
Yeah.
So no, next week we got The Boys, and then following that, House of Dragons.
Yo, you know what I just thought of real quick? Sorry, Sebastian. If I don't know if it's the same for anybody else watching it, but in New York City, we used to have the Chinese lady. She used to sell the DVDs from movies and mostly movies, and
On
then
the train.
later on shows, even African shows. Can you imagine how much money she would have made if she started selling anime DVDs, like full collections and such? You know what I'm saying? Like cartoons, especially now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. We may or may not have had a Hood release back then.
You
watch
did,
cartoon
but you
online.
had to either you watch cartoons online or you knew someone who knew someone in fucking Chinatown
Right.
who got the VHSs.
Right. Oh, I just piracy is a thing. I can't do anything with that.
I remember
I just
those
wanted to say
Dragon
that.
those Dragon Ball Z VHSs, man. I remember those.
Yo, we used to have anyway. Go ahead,
That was-
Sebastian. I'm sorry.
That's what I remember.
I've
Yeah,
got
man,
numerous worms and viruses from trying to download a certain Dragon Ball Z movie. Okay, I hate it.
God damn.
Yeah, if you didn't have the right torrent site, you were screwed. Because if you went through like LimeWire or Kazaa or any of those to download movies, odds are you were getting a virus. You had to torrent it, and then even then you had to make sure you get the right mirror. Because I remember I used to torrent my Naruto episodes because they would simulcast.
Frostwire for me. It was not good.
And today, Mayhem cybersecurity certified. He's come full circle.
Right. Look at that.
Oh man, who would have thought?
But now we live in a wonderful day and age where we don't even need to download torrents. You can just find a website and they're just hosting it for you to watch.
Yes, legit.
It's
informative experience.
My experiences formed the person that I am today, 100%.
Amen.
Like Tone said, you could just stream it somewhere. We are not telling you to do that. We definitely tell you to support the artist. Wink. But at the same time, do what you got to do.
Support I'm not the artist,
support the but also support your own wallet.
Buy my shit.
That's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say.
You're right.
Just buy my shit. That's it.
Sebastian Wick. Don't you have the bodega Legos? Are we going back to this?
He does.
The
teeny Legos.
Support your local library who may have them available to borrow. You go spitting facts.
Maybe.
This man does not fucking miss people.
Maybe, but they've been closing libraries.
Me and Law caught up.
Yes. All caught up.
Ready.
Caught up. Kaiju number 8.
We're getting chapter 112 on Thursday.
Oh, I can't fucking wait.
So you read 111 books, and then also how many episodes in this season?
10. Watching it one night. I started at 11, and I finished at 2. They're 20 minutes, so
yeah,
it was
super
good.
Short, easy.
And that intro is a banger.
I skipped that shit.
The intro and the intro and the outro are such bangers. They are on my Spotify playlist.
Mike, are we doing this? We jumping on the train?
Yeah. I mean, I finished like literally boring myself about security measures and cyber world. Yeah, 100%. I need a vacation from the real world whenever possible. So I will join you guys on reading whatever Kaiju number 8. I'll watch it first, and then I'll probably end up going to Hood Release and downloading the manga.
Yeah. Me home.
Correction to his 10 episodes is 12, but yes.
Is it 12?
Send it to me. Yeah. Send me that app, Tom.
I don't know. You have iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
I can't send you anything.
Maybe we might be able to, but we'll see.
What just happened?
Hold on, I got you, Val. You're just gonna have to read it on your phone.
You have to read it on the browser. That's the thing. You have to read it on the browser.
Right. Yeah. No, that's probably where I'm doing solo leveling. I'm gonna check to see if it's there.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's all in the browser. Where like the apps we have, you side load them, and then it pulls from the browser and loads them up onto a user experience, which is the app.
Bro, I did so much reading on the fucking boat. I read all of Omniscient Reader, and I'm caught up on it, and it's so good. And that's also an anime that's gonna drop so soon. It's gonna be a fucking banger. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting for.
You're here to hear.
Solo Leveling season 2. We know we're getting Kaiju 8 season 2 is in 2025, so we're not getting that for a while.
Oh, so sad.
Attack on My Hero finished. I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah. So.
Gracias.
But we will have a full-on anime episode that Mike's gonna host either on his channel or here. We'll keep you guys posted with that. Much rather be Mike hosting that one.
Yeah.
And then we're all just patiently waiting for the first of 3 movies of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, so next week we get to talk to boys, then the following week House of Dragon.
They're not doing episodes? I missed that.
Wait, what? It's 3 movies. Dude, I mentioned it last week.
I know, but it flew over my head. I thought maybe you made a mistake. I was like, maybe they'll do a computer aids. Yes, Tone, you can send green bubbles and get ignored. Wow.
It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. iPhone is now finally going to be getting, foldable phones. Samsung's had that shit for about, 4 years.
They're getting customizable fucking home screens. We've had that since the beginning.
Yeah.
Facts.
Relax, you
I
fucking
spent
Android user.
2 weeks
Relax.
with my family going, why don't you have an iPhone? Fuck your iPhones. The entire
Listen.
world doesn't use iPhones. It's just us.
Right. It's United
It's
States
not
of
just
America.
us.
iPhone is the biggest client. Their biggest thing, and honestly, the biggest thing that they got is the service backed up iMessage. Whatever you like, what you like, just don't drag on people. Don't drag on people. Like Android is everywhere. I recently switched over to the S24. The Google Pixel just announced, and that shit looks like a banger. I'm not even gonna hold you.
They just announced their foldable, right?
Yeah, they
Google one?
went over everything.
Yeah.
They didn't go over in detail because they're still waiting to obviously release it and have product
I
testing.
think I'm going on to I think I'm going to foldable next year.
I am,
What?
but I respect.
I want to switch it. I think I'm going to do it. Because I was waiting. I've been
Mhm.
waiting for them to get to the point where like the releases have been redundant and like they've perfected the foldable. And this newest release for the foldable was good. It wasn't like it didn't like blow your mind if you got last year's, but it's at a point where like, okay, yeah. You're
Go
right.
away,
You're right. You're right. Also, every phone up until was also waterproof for one time.
Right.
If you got the rice attachment.
Right attachment. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god.
The Pixel looks pretty dope so far. I don't know, like from what I've seen, it looks pretty basic for me. But for people who like foldable phones, they're like, no, this is amazing. I'm like, all right, you got it. The Pixel, though, however, the features that they have, this AI shit is crazy. So Samsung's gonna probably answer back in let's 24,
next
25,
year.
26, whichever one.
They do their foldables in August because that's when they do the watch, the foldable, and the new earbuds, which I have.
Right.
I have the new earbuds coming in. Me and Law got the new watches. And then they'll do their new Galaxy series is in spring. So the S25 will be announced in spring because they usually change every 2 years. But I'm gonna wait for unboxing.
I think me and Tony are opposite years because you just got your thing, no?
23. Yeah, I got my 23 like last year and changed, and then so I'm gonna wait till August of next year.
Oh no, we have the same phone. I thought you were.
We have the
ahead
same
of
phone.
Me. Okay. So
yeah.
Together.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna do the foldable just because it's just dope. I've been looking at it. I've been waiting.
I was ready to check out. She's like,
she's ready to check out. I don't care.
Conversation.
I'm tired of this phone bullshit.
All right.
I got my iPhone.
No. I'm actually going to buy a second phone for work that will be an Android phone, and I was thinking about doing the flip fold one, but
yes,
more of like for work. So we'll see how I feel about it. I don't want another iPhone because I need to keep it separate. But I'm just tired. I'm just like, you guys are talking about shit I'm tired. What are we doing next week?
Next week we'll talk Kaiju number 8. And the
boys.
The boys.
What? I gotta get caught up on that one. Okay.
Wait, you haven't watched that? You haven't watched The Boys yet?
I'm a few episodes in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something.
I got up to what was the last thing I saw? Kid killed the stunt guy in the movie thing that they would try to not a movie. They try to like do a hype thing, and then they threw the guy against the wall. And I don't know if the kid did it or
DJ Splat.
Dad did it. Whatever. Yeah, the stunt guy. Yeah, that they were staging a bank robbery.
Yeah. All right. Listen,
that was the last thing.
Guys, catch Mike tomorrow night on 4-Letter Nerd.
Yeah, Mike, thanks for coming back and holding it down for me while I was out.
Law number 2.
Oh man. Also, so good to be back. I missed y'all faces. It's so good to be back. I have missed this so much.
Yes.
We will catch you next week with The Boys, season 3? This is season 3, right?
4.
Quattro.
Jesus Christ, we're on season 4.
Shay.
It's a number. Season 4. We'll doing thoughts and reviews and all that other fun stuff, and we will catch you next time. Seabass, takes out, brother.
Oh yeah. This has been your boy Seabass.
This has been your boy Law.
Your boy Tom from across the hall.
And of course, as always, Vmac. I was gonna say my
oh, and thank you for having us. Thank you for being on to Mike, and congrats on your new certification. We're looking forward to your new career and your hijinks and all the things that will follow.
Hood release.
Hood release. Good night, everybody. What the fuck is happening?